Good morning everyone, and welcome back to another exciting week in the world of handwriting. So, this week we're going to focus on the letter L. L is an awesome letter because it's actually quite quick and easy to write. So, with L, it's just a downstroke. It's very simple. We start at the top and we go straight down. And for capital L, we do exactly the same thing, but then we come over to the right. And that's our L. Now remember, before we start writing, we always follow the same rhyme, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Are my feet flat on the floor? So remember, if your feet don't touch the floor, we should at least be trying to keep them still. 5, 6, 7, 8. Is my back up nice and straight? So is my back straight? It helps too to bring your work closer to you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Are my feet flat on the floor? 5, 6, 7, 8. Is my back up nice and straight? 9, 10, 11, 12. This is how my pencil is held. Remember, I use a marker so that you can see what I'm doing, but you are going to use a pencil. So remember, it's the thumb, the first finger and the second finger, and we've got that lovely triangular grip. Okay, and remember, we're not stressing our fingers up. Please don't do this. Okay, it'll lead to sore hands and funny looking writing. Keep it nice and relaxed. Okay, so that you can spring your joints around in your fingers and thumb. Okay, we haven't quite finished our rhyme. So 13, 14, 15, 16. Now I'm ready to start my writing. Alright, so our letter we're focusing on, like we said, is the letter L. It's a downward stroke. This is lowercase l, this is uppercase or capital L. They both look very much the same, except for this little part that comes out from left to right on capital L. They are the same height, actually, so that's something else that they have in common. Over here we have an L to trace, a lowercase l, and this is a picture of what looks like a penguin. But basically it's nice and straight, so I'm going to put my pencil on the page and I'm going to go straight down, and I'm not pressing too hard and I'm not taking too long. There we go, and I take my pencil off. Alrighty, my name. So I'm going to write my name. Remember, your name will be different from my name, but I always show you my name just so that you can think about where different letters go. So I'm going to start with the capital M in my name. That begins up here on that dotted line. Remember, it's a head and a body letter. All capitals are. So I'm starting here and I'm going straight down. So that's a downward stroke. And then I'm coming back to the top and I'm going down, up, down. That's my capital M. Then my R is a body letter. So we go in between the body lines. R, trunk, coming up, branching out. S starting over here, like a slithery snake. So that's Mrs. Now I'm going to leave a finger space, and I'm going to write my capital P, starting up in the head space, on the top dotted line, going straight down. Oh look, that's a downward stroke. So we use downward strokes in lots of letters. And then I'm coming around to make my P, and then I'm doing my tree trunk, coming up, branching out. I is a body letter, O, and R, tree trunk, branch. Okay, so now I've written my name. I'm ready to start tracing my lowercase l. So remember, with lowercase l, it's quite simple. All you have to do is make sure you look at where the starting dot is and the direction arrow. So the starting dot is up here. It's just a little bit underneath this dotted line, actually. Not sure why, because on this line they're on the dots, but just make sure you start on the dotted line, Okay, and we're going all the way down, taking our pencil off. And again, all the way down, taking a pencil off. 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 Wonderful. So as you can see, you can't see any of my tracing lines, so the dots that go down like a little ant trail. And that's what I want you to focus on too, guys, is making sure that you cover those tracing lines. Okay, we shouldn't have L's that you know, do anything like this. They should just be nice and straight. Alrighty, I'm going to go into my next line. If you're not up to that yet though, remember you can pause the video until you're ready to continue. I'm going to continue now with, it's lowercase l, but remember this time there's nothing to trace. So I'm going to put my pen on that starting page and I'm going to trace the dotted line. Now I'm going to leave a finger space because remember it doesn't show the finger spaces, so I'm leaving a finger space. Now that's a bit more than a finger space, but that's okay. I'm just getting you to practice, because when we write and write in our writing books and write stories and even in our handwriting lessons at school, we would leave a finger space. Okay, so finger space, going down from that starting dot, going down from that starting dot. Notice I'm not wiggling it, I'm not waving it all over the place. I'm being very, very careful to just make that nice smooth movement from my hand. Going straight down. And the last one, going straight down. Okay, and that might take a lot of practice, and that's alright. That's why we get you to do it a number of times. Alright, next is our line of capital L. Remember, if you still need more time though, on your lowercase l's, then you can pause the video. That's alright with us. So now I'm going to write my capital L's, or my uppercase. So starting over here on the starting dot, now there's some arrows, one's pointing down and then this one is pointing to the right, so going that way. So we start at the top like we do with nearly all of our letters. We go down, leave your pencil on the page, and we come across. Now it might be a little bit hard for you to see when you're dragging, like if you're a right-hander like me, it's a little bit tricky to see where you should stop, okay? So just be very careful with that. So I'm keeping my hand more over here, and then I'm going down, and I'm looking underneath my pencil to see where the line stops. So this will take some time. So please do take your time. And the more you practice, the more you will get a feeling for how long this bottom line should be. Okay, so when you're doing it, just have a think, have a feel. Well, that feels about long enough. Yep, that is about long enough. Going down, coming across, going down, coming across. And that's my row of capital L. And I'm having a look at it. I'm quite happy with it. I think it is a letter I could probably practice a little bit more. Some of them look a little bit funky, but overall I'm happy with the job that I've done. So I've gone straight down, and then I've tried to get a feeling for how long that the bottom, I like to call it the foot, so the foot of the L, how long that goes for. Alright, if you still need time to work on that, that's fine. Please pause the video. If you're ready to go on with the words, then you can keep playing. So we're on to our words now. So the word is log, and this is a log. So a log is a part of a tree. It's usually when the tree's been cut up, or if it's fallen, and the trunk becomes called a log. So log, g. You can sound it out, and then we shouldn't say sound out. I think, guys, it's good to be able to stretch out the sounds and then put them back together. So instead of going g, that sounds a bit like a robot. We can go log, 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 log. Okay, and that helps us to blend it back together. So I'm going to start up the top just like I've been doing, and I'm going to go straight down. Then remember, I start over here on the right for my O, and I go round, touch the bottom line, come back up, join that. And then with G, it's the same movement for O. And guys, I'm not moving the bottom of my hand around a lot. I'm keeping the bottom of my hand on my page, and it's mostly my finger joints and my thumb joint that I'm moving around. Log. There's a finger space already here for me. I'm going to start my next log. So going down, going around from right to left and coming back up. And then I'm doing my G, which is that same movement, going down into the tail area. And my last log. Good. Awesome. And we're all done. So now you can colour in your log. Logs are normally a brown kind of colour, just like the wood of a tree. And we also have your penguin up the top if you'd like to add some colour to your penguin. And remember, there's always your border that you can colour in too. Thanks for joining me in another week of handwriting. Bye.